Okay, very quickly, we are going to check on what are the things that we have learned so far. We learned about mass being a measurement on how heavy an object is. Okay, we learned how to compare and convert masses of objects using a balance scale. And we use the terms heavier than lightest, heaviest, lighter than, and lightest to solve questions. And we also played with the weighing scales and a lot of tools yesterday. So right now we are checking out our homework yesterday, whether we have done it well. Okay, so we are here at the cover page. Let's check whether you have done it. Was it difficult? So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to circle the object that is heavier. What was the tip that we had yesterday? How do you know an object is heavier? Yes, Mika? It looks like it's touching the floor. So we are okay with the durian being heavier and the water bottle being heavier. And then what was the tip for something that is lighter? Yeah, it will go up to the sky towards the air. So it will be lighter like this. So that's so far okay, easy, right? Then the homework was all the way until the pages at the back. So I think you'll be able to solve this, right? What's the correct term for this? We are comparing the mass of the two objects. We have the bag versus the ball. So the bag is heavier than the ball. Very good. Okay, do you circle neat and tidily? Yes. Okay, then we fast forward. I'm sure you have done your homework, okay? So I'm going to go to the back and see. Oh yeah, the book. What about the book and the camera? It's as heavy as very good. Okay, let's check the back pages now. Then yesterday we started to use the balance scale and weighing scale to measure the mass of objects in kilograms. And today I brought the mini mass for us to try out. The mini balance to try out. Later we'll get to see, right? So over here, let's take a look. Was this be difficult? No, right? So you can just read off the measurements on the balance. You can see that the rice pack is as heavy as two standard weights, the 1 kilogram weight. So it's 2 kilograms. Then the weighing scale is also not difficult, right? I can read off the weighing scale easily. For example, the watermelon, how heavy is it? 7 kilograms. So far these pages are not too difficult, right? Everybody finished already? Yes? Okay, then we're going to move on to the next one. This one, a bit challenging on page 116. A bit, easy, okay. A bit challenging because there's this word about. Okay? Then on this page, there says about, right? Now, what happened to my computer? Okay. Oh, I made it bigger. That's why. So we can see on the screen here, right? Here. Okay, here. Is it 2 kilogram? Is it 2 kilogram? So you can see that it's not 2 kilogram, it's more than 2. It's not 2, it's more than 2 kilogram. Is it 3 kilogram? It's also not 3 kilogram. It's less than 3 kilogram. But you can see that it's closer to 2 than is 3, right? So it's closer to 2 kilogram. Now, I don't want you to write 2.2. We are not learning decimals now. Okay? That's why there's this term called about. Okay? So what do you need to write? We can see that it's about 2 kilogram. Because there's the word about. About means it's approximately, is roughly 2 kilogram. It's closer to 2 kilogram. Why, Alicia? Is there a problem? What do you write? So it's not correct. We are talking about, so it's about 2 kilograms. We have not learned decimals, so you're not going to write 2. What's the meaning of 2.2 kilograms? Do you understand? What is 2.2? Do you know? Do you know or you do not know? You don't know. So do not write that. You say that is not correct. Try again. Here, that's not correct. 2.2 kilogram is not 2 kilogram and 20 grams. That's not correct. Try again. Alicia? So you don't write 2.2. Okay, if you do not understand what it is. You learn about it when you're older. Okay? Right, 2 kilograms. Why? Because there's this term about here. So it's about 2 kilograms. So it's roughly close to 2. Okay, when you're older, then you'll learn exactly what it means. So just now when Wintian says 2.2, 2.2 kilogram, and then he says 2.2 kilogram is 2 kilogram and 20 grams. That's not correct. It's wrong. That is also wrong. Yeah. Think again. But we don't need you to know that now. You learn that more about that when you're older in primary 3. Okay? That's where we learn a mixture of your units. Why? So divide by 5. Can you think through first before you speak again? You're getting close, but not right yet. Okay, but let's look at this again. So the fish here, we are saying that is about. Is not exactly it's not exactly 5 kilograms, but it's about 5. Okay, now, and then the last one here for the potatoes, it is not exactly 8 kilograms, but it's about 8 because it's closer to 8. I wrote there is about means it's roughly 5 kilograms, it's close to 5 kilograms, it's more than 4 kilograms, it's less than 5 kilograms, but it's not exactly 5. When you're older, you'll learn exactly what this measurement is when you learn decimals and what it means. So just now, when Ethan shouted out the answer for this one actually it stands for 2 kilograms and 200 grams to be exact. But that's very confusing. You don't need to know that now. Okay, like for example, the fish, to be exact, it will be 4 kilograms and a bit more. It's actually 800 grams because 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Okay, which we will find out later. Okay. So right now on this page, we are really focusing about the term about. Okay, about. Okay, so now we are going to go on to try out the grams part. So we heard about kilograms. Now we're going to learn about grams. We share in our textbook, it shows us this page. And you can see the different things. Okay, then you see the different weighing scales. In fact, yesterday we got to try different weighing scales already, right? So today we'll explore more about grams. Then just now we already said, you hear Yutian shouting out very loudly. He says that 1 kilogram It says that 1 kilogram is equals to 1,000 grams. So exactly how much is that? Remember yesterday I was holding on to the standard weight and then we played with it. The one that our friend is holding here, yesterday we held on it. Yes? This is 1 kilogram. It means it's like, for example, 1,000 of this. 1,000 of these clips here. 1,000. That will be roughly how 1 kilogram is like. So today we are going to explore the mini one. It's a smaller unit of mass that we use to measure like things like the mass of a paper. And then we are going to experiment now. Now, do you know why we need this small tiny mini balance? Just like sort of big one, right? So you use a small one now. What is the difference? Tiny, it's a mini version. Do you think I can put kilogram things on top? No, I think it will probably break and so. So this little mini balance is for measuring things that are, yes, in grams, tiny. So, no, tiny objects. Okay? Right. So right now, I want you to clear your table, okay? And then make some space. I want you to do this as a partner. Two people will get to do this together. I see that Pranita and Gracie is ready. When they come here and take one of these balance and one of the bags here. Okay, one of the balance. Now, everyone, okay. 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 Or you can go and partner in here. Okay, let's say partner August. I want to partner Tessa. Anika partner Vika. Vika partner Kaljanski. Fidalis partner Nashwell. Prakash partner Anisha. Pradeep Salva needs to go over there to partner George. Okay? Pasti your partner Mukul. Okay? Chana your partner Nara. Pasi your partner Mohit. Okay? Pasi your partner. Oh yeah. Oh, then we can even do by yourself. Pasi your partner Joel. Okay? 28. Oh, yeah. Because Surya is not here. Okay. Then it's not here. Okay, so you can do it by yourself. So, first of you are partner up, right? You receive, balance. You receive this mini bag. Plus, stop touching the computer closer. You cannot bring home this is stopped by the Swiss money. And we need to show the other parts. Okay? Now, inside this bag are mini things. Very mini things. Because it's a mini balance. I want you to be careful later to make sure you don't drop almost any of these things. Here, worksheet now, I don't need to do a worksheet. Here, underneath the paper first. Three of the previous slides for the expense of. You can put an expert and worksheet underneath your paper first. Make space for the mini balance. Okay, I remind you once more. Okay, these bags are packed by the teachers. We spend a lot of time checking this. There are mini toys inside. Okay, do not use them. They come together. If they are lost, then you cannot play with it anymore. And we are going to be the first class that gets to use this. Okay? The persons behind us would love to collect a bag that is complete. Agree? So take good care of these things. Now, later on, I will open up the class diagram of the list, and you can use the computer to take a photo of my information. Exactly. Now, I would like you to organize yourself, make sure you don't lose any of the things, try to bring out back safely, with the partner, and go to your seat. Okay? Now, I want the next partner. Okay, this one and that was be very careful, be very fragile, okay, who's ready next? Okay, August and Lushan. So I think I join Hardik and Stable. Okay. Clear your table, please. Put it underneath your table first. Go, please. One, you can see your student chair. Bring it to your table, then you see how you can do it. Yes, okay, begin to explore down here. George, can you show and join George? George, can you come here? George! You're doing with Travis here. Here, at this table here, listen here. Here, Rohit, Sona, Naira, Austin. Okay, let's be very careful with the poise, okay? You're in Sona, right? Sona, come over, you can draw the line in class here. Do you want that particular piece to go away? Because you have the kids and, okay? Anyone want extra things to play with? Sorry? Yeah? Okay, I'm giving you the three names here. These are mine, okay? It does not go into the same bag, so don't be set up, alright? So don't take the three names with the point, okay? Okay, we can also use the mini cubes. If you want to have a mini cube, the child can use a mini cube, okay? Anybody want the mini cubes? Huh? Okay, now I'm going to mess around with my first picture of photo of you and take a video of you as well. Wow, it looks very heavy. Let me see, I'm going to join in as well. Okay, let's put everybody. With attention and feedback. And then I'm gonna start the video. Okay, everyone say with everyone. Okay, let me see the gallery. Okay, later. You can share with your friends first. See? Okay, check it out. Are you ready to show everyone in the videos? Okay, wait now. Okay, let me see. What do we have here? Who's going to go on the video? Is it here? Heidi and Carl? Okay, okay, come here. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, that doesn't seem like a very good. Second one. We have to focus on what the video. So, if you look at what it is. Oh, wow, that's a very good idea. Isn't it? And that, some here. So, if I say something that was very interesting, we say, wait, let me show it to everyone again here. What teacher has to say? Yeah, that's it. Start me. Okay, look over here. Okay, now I have given you some time to play with this material. Okay, I'm going to pause here. Now, I would like you to discover the names of some of the things here. Okay, now, all right, I think that gives you about the good amount of time playing with the balance already. Can I have your attention, please? Eyes on the screen. Eyes on the screen. Surrender. Okay. I'm going to move on to my next instruction first. Eventually. Now, hands down. Okay. Now I want all of you to look for this as well as this, as well as this. Haziq, may I trouble you to go and pick up my big one, the 1 kilogram weight? You know where to take, right? It's in the cupboard yesterday where you take the mess. The big one that we hold very heavy. It was 1 kilogram. Can everyone sit down, please? Surrender. Stop touching the things now. Sit down. Travis and George, you can share the chair. Sit, sit, sit. Now I'll leave you to pay attention to the board now. I want you to look at the screen. I stopped my table. I put everything back inside the plastic bag. I want you to pick everything and then put the things that are not supposed to be on the table back into the bags. Clear your table now. I only want to see these 3 things on the table, the rest in the bag. I repeat again, I want to see these 3 things on the table, the rest in the bag. The things that don't belong, just put it in the bag first. Later, I'll collect them separately. Thank you, Haziq. Now, I've got Haziq to bring us. Ding! Can you see? Can you see how they compare? Have you cleared your table? So everything else is in the bag. All the other toys are in the bag. I want you to see only these 3 things on your table. Is that okay? Now, this yesterday we held it in our hand. It was heavy. This was 1 kg. Everybody say 1 kilogram. This big and heavy one. What do you think these are? So tiny. Oh, okay. So some of you found out some of the mess. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you the exact size of this. Exact mass, sorry, not size. It's not right to say size. It's more correct to say mass, okay? The mass of this, I'm going to put them S and L. The mass of the teeny weeny one, this one is 2 grams. It stands for 2 grams. This one's for 5, and this one's for 10 grams. So, 500 of this little one, mini one here, will make up 1 of this. Can you see so mini, right? Now, can you tell me, if I put this mini one on one side of the balance, how many of the pink cubes makes it balanced? I see Izan trying out. I want you to put this mini one, 2 grams, on one side of the balance. And I want you to tell me how many little mini pink one will be 2 grams. You need 3? Ah. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to put just one here to see. Is it 3 or 4 or 2? Okay, let's see. Can you see now? Okay. So, may I ask, what is the weight, the mass of one? Okay, you're going to put the weight properly. What's the mass of 1 green block? Now it's looking like that. What is the mass of one green block? Are you able to find out one green block? How heavy is it? Is it 5 grams? No, it's still too heavy. Is it 2 grams? That's the mini guy. Ah, okay. I I found out that these two green blocks is almost the same as the bikini mini one as well. Okay? Now what does it tell you about one green one? I'm trying to talk to your friends now. Now, look, everyone, look at what I have on my balance. One teeny weeny one, I say was 2 grams. Is balanced with 2 of the green ones here. What does it say about one green block? How heavy is one green block? 1 gram. Very good, Austin. It's 1 gram, not 1 g. Everybody say this is 1 gram. Can you find out what else is balanced with 1 green block? Is your eraser 1 gram? Is your eraser 1 gram? Oh, I realized that 1 green block is almost the same as 2 pink blocks. You found that out? Okay, very good. Okay, I'm going to pass this back to. Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, now I'm going to move us on to the next activity. Okay. I think I'm going to skip the part on class dojo so that we can do other activities. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this page. So we have some time to play with the mini balance and all the little objects. You realize the things that we are playing today is very different from yesterday, right? Yesterday you are taking school bag, big items, and then right there, all the big things, and then today you are taking the smaller stuff. But at the same time, we hear a very interesting discovery by Peter saying that hey, all the metal objects, just a few of them put together, is heavier than all the plastic things combined. Yeah, so the materials does matter, right? If the material matters, I've got an interesting question to ask. Right? Now, let me ask Kaiser. I have 1 kilogram of durian versus 1 kilogram of bird feather. Which do you think is heavier? I have 1 kilogram of durians versus a 1 bag full, 1 kilogram of feather. Which one is heavier? August, why SABS? That's right. Isn't it hear that? Very interesting, right? So if we have 1 kilogram of both items, even though it's different material, it will still be the same mass as ABS. But what do you think will be the size of 1 kilogram of feather? Like a very huge bag, right? But durian for 1 kilogram, like that. Yeah, that's one good. Correct. To make up 1 kilogram of feathers, you probably need a lot of feathers. Now, I see some people touching the computer, so I think we're not going to use the computer anymore. It's only if you follow instructions that I'll continue the next item. Is there you still touching? It here is not I have to text to get textbook. So now you see here the objects that are a piece of paper. Can you think of anything that is 1 gram? Here, one piece of paper is 1 gram. Just how the green part is 1 gram. Yes. August, anything you think is 1 gram? Is it? A 5-cent coin? Or see? Maybe your tweezers. What about your hair? Or about a teeny mini eraser? Okay. So you look at the highlighter here. How heavy is the highlighter? 20 grams. So you see now, even though I have a bigger number, 20, but it is still possible to be very light because the measurement is in grams. You can see. How about the stapler? How heavy is it? Yeah. How about the stapler? How heavy is the stapler? 60 grams. How do you get 60? 10 plus 15. What about the pencil case here? The empty pencil case. Have you put it in your textbook? Okay, and then you see the different things here. They are smaller in mass. You use grams instead of kilograms to measure their mass. They are lighter objects, lighter than kilograms. Okay, then we also have these scales. Yesterday we played on some of the scales. Here are 2 different scales that measure grams as well. You can see it's different. The amount is written on the weighing scale is in grams. So for example, this weighing scale can measure objects up to 500 grams. The lettuce here, the lettuce weighs 400 grams. This is how heavy the lettuce is. Now we need to learn how to read accurately. Let's look at our children here. He's explaining to us how we can read small little divisions on a weighing scale, just like a clock, right? Just like a clock, we need to read in the small little measurement, right? And our friends are showing us how these measurements on the mini weighing scale can be read. Now we are going to greater detail about this mini scale next week. All right. I'd like to remind those of us who have not done the Kubits yet to go home and do the Kubit assignment and missions on this chapter. Okay, on math. There are lots of videos on it. Okay. So here you can see on the Kubits, right? I have the math practice on the number of you haven't done it yet. This is your homework. Is that clear? Now, other than that, you can also check out your missions. For missions, you can go to math, and then you see there are many, many interesting videos about math. For example, I can see practice how to read scales in grams. The video on example.
In this case, we have to zoom in and look at the smaller markings, the small lines in between 200 and 300.
Yeah, so you can go back and take a look at these videos on Kubits, on the missions. Right now, we'll spend a bit of time on trying out a Kahoot. Okay, if you are ready, you can open up the computer, Yes,